What's up, y'all? Welcome back to another video. My name is Myles. Here's my wife, Adriana.
Hey, guys.
And we are here at a Great Outdoor RV Center taking a look at this Forest River NOBO, or No Boundaries. This is a 16.1 model, and having a Tacoma, having driven up here with a Tacoma,
You just want to take it with you, don't you?
I'm like, can we just hook this up and take it home with us? Because this is a really cool, non-traditional travel trailer. Some really premium features in here as well. And I'm honestly surprised that this comes in at the price point that they're selling it at. I would have thought that it was more, actually. So it's a rare occurrence that I feel that way, but I feel like there's a lot of value here, and this is a really cool trailer. So let's go. So as we get into this review of this travel trailer here, we're gonna have the floor plan layout and the specs on the screen for you to take a look at. And it's really impressive. This thing is under 14.5 feet long, bumper to bumper, and under 3,000 pounds without anything in it. So really lightweight, really easy to tow. And then I'm just gonna kind of pan around. We are using a wide angle lens here, just especially going into such a small space, really helps to show the space, but keep that in mind as well for the perspective of different things on here. But we're gonna start with just highlighting some of the outside features. We're gonna come and look at the outside more in depth after we go through the inside. But you do have a windshield up front, no slide out on here. And then as you go around, you can see you have a huge awning here that's gonna cover pretty much the entire length of the travel trailer, which quite frankly isn't saying a whole heck of a lot because there's not a whole lot of length to begin with. But nonetheless, a nice big awning that extends out very far. 2 LED lights, including your LED light bar and your LED light underneath the awning as well. And then really beefy, independent off-road suspension that we'll look at more as we come outside. As we come around the back, you have the rear entry door, and it is a glass panel door here. As you go inside, you have this decal here as well that is kind of, it almost looks like a sticker on the door. And then, baby, you want to go ahead and open up that door and let's go head inside. And before we get too far into this video, I want to let you know again, we are at a Great Outdoor RV Center in Cumbie, Texas, and we are really excited about this because they are our first preferred dealer with Firmly Unbound. What that means is you can text or call the number on the screen there. We ask that you call during business hours if you plan on calling, but you can always just text us at that number and we will get you connected with a Great Outdoor RV Center and help you get the purchasing information you need for an RV like this, or schedule a time for you to come take a look at it in person. So you can text us at the number to access these different options. And we're really excited to be working with a Great Outdoor RV Center because I know the owner here, his name is Tommy. He is a close personal friend of mine. I've worked with him for many years, and you are in good hands if you come buy your RV from him. So go check that out. Text us at the number above. As we walk in here, we're gonna be a little limited on space. So we'll kind of show the perspective of the space in here. Right when you walk into your right, you have your kitchen space, and love the way they just cut out the design on the edge of the countertop there. Definitely looks mountainy or something along those lines, I guess you could say. What do you think, babe?
It looks like a tree.
Yeah, it does look like a tree. That's a good way to put it. And then you have your sink here, nice black faucet there that looks great.
The pull down shades.
Yep. Window here in the kitchen. And as we go through this RV, definitely let us know your thoughts. Let us know what you think about this RV as we go around. I do want to point out as well, you are prepped for a backup camera here, which could also double as a security camera for your entry door. And then you have storage up here, up above your kitchen. And now I say we kind of work our way forward, or work our way from the front to the back. Yeah, so let's go up to the front. And again, we're just dealing with a very limited space in here.
I'm just gonna take a seat.
Yep, this feels a lot like a truck camper. If you've ever been inside a truck camper that just sits on top of the bed of a truck, kind of feels like a similar floor plan layout. Nice big TV here, and that's a 12-volt TV, so you'll be able to see that from your dining area. And then this either can be like a single person bed here, but really what it's designed to do is it's designed to fill in this space. So you have this dinette table area with a really cool shaped table that allows both people to slip into their space there. And you can put this table down and you can take the legs out, have it sit on those black posts there. And that table will sit there. You take these back cushions here and put them on top of the table, and that will allow this mattress to flip down over the top of this area. Now, I would normally like to show this. However, they have this mattress wrapped, and I don't want to unwrap it for the person that's going to end up owning this RV. So we're not going to show that. But that's going to be about a queen size bed. The width of this trailer, they're typically about 96 inches. So you can think about what that width would be across here. It's going to be a pretty large size bed that you'll have there. Now, I don't know if the exact width on this RV is 96 inches, but that's usually like what a standard travel trailer is. So that's kind of your idea on the bed space. Again, you have your seating space here, and then you have storage up above the top, all glass backed storage doors, and then those will be unobstructed all the way through there. Doors stay open on their own. And then you have your AC right above here. So your AC is going to be here. This is not going to be ducted, so it's just going to dump air down into this space. I'm guessing that's probably like a 13,500 BTU AC because of the size of the space in here. But I don't have an exact size on that AC, unfortunately. Outlet here, and then your plugs for your TV, and that TV will be on a swivel mount as well, so you will be able to move it around a little bit. And then that's pretty much it in this space. If you lift up the mattress, I don't believe there's, nothing down underneath here, because that's just your pass-through storage space down underneath there. But windows all the way around, so window on this side, window on that side, and window on this side.
It's basically a small, medium, large.
Nice. Oh yeah, I didn't realize that's a little small window there. Mm-hmm. So what do you feel about this space in here?
I think they had a great layout idea.
Yeah. It's definitely for your person that's not going to spend a whole heck of a lot of time inside. Mm-hmm. And if it were me, honestly, in most instances, I'd probably leave this in a bed formation.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, I don't think I would change it up too much.
Keep it in a bed.
Yeah, I don't think I would put the table out too often, especially if it was just us two. Mm-hmm. Let me look at the price on this real quick.
You have a WFCO panel back here.
Oh yeah, so that's going to be to power on your inverter for the inverter that's equipped on here and your solar equipment. So the MSRP on here is $34,354. Now or 358, sorry. I was thinking they would have been selling this somewhere right around 30. Mm-hmm. They have this listed at $23,595.
Oh, let's go.
I know. I'm seriously like, let's go. Honestly, that is a great deal. Plus, when you look at all the equipment on here, we'll look at some of the...
And just the style of it.
Yeah, just the style is so cool. Mm-hmm. So under $25,000 gets you in a more premium, small travel trailer. And we'll talk about some of the more premium stuff as we especially like come back into here, into your shower. It's going to be a plastic 2-piece shower, but it has a watermiser system in here. So when you're in an RV, every drop of water is precious, especially water going into your gray tank. You don't want that gray tank to fill up too quickly, then you have to dump it. So this here is going to conserve water. Think about when you turn on your shower, usually the first drops that come out are not hot. So if you don't want to waste those initial drops of water or however much water comes out waiting for the water to get hot, that's what this does here. This recirculates the water, and this blue pipe will turn white when the water is warm, and then you can switch this valve here that will then send the water to your shower head. So that is something that is going to conserve water there for you. Great feature that you have that you see on very few travel trailers. And then, babe, you want to come hold the camera so I can get in the shower and kind of show the size in here? Because I actually have not stepped foot in here yet. And me being 6'2", I fit. So I fit into the skylight, but
He fits.
I would say the height to here is probably about 5'8", 5'9", so not too terribly tall to this space. But in the skylight here, you could probably be about 6'4" and still fit. This is definitely the most up into a skylight I've ever gone before in a shower, so it still feels comfortable though. It doesn't feel unreasonably small. Your curtain that slides across.
Ooh, that's nice.
Right. See here, it's going to have a latch there to latch into place. I will say it is a little finicky, but It looks nice, and it's a soft material, so it's not gonna hurt when you hit it or anything like that. And then that'll slide closed. So have a space in here. If you're under 6'4", you'll fit. If you're a little bit more of a wide body person, it is gonna feel a little bit more snug in here for sure. Good word. Refrigerator directly across from your shower. Now, I want to point this out real quick. With the 190 watt solar panel that's on the roof and the inverter, you're going to get power to outlets in the RV with that inverter. Now, most RVs out there in the market that have a 200 watt solar system or something equivalent typically aren't coming with inverters, so they don't power anything on the RV. They just keep your batteries charged. That's not the case for this NOBO, where this is going to power outlets in the RV. So that's pretty impressive. And then this is a 12 volt refrigerator. So this is running off your 12 volt battery system. And it's going to be a Furrion refrigerator. It's about 10.5 cubic feet or so. A nice large space there.
Nice.
Also want to show this real quick because we won't get to show it because stuff is in the box. But you can see right here on the graphic, the griddle and the tabletop that they have outside there. That is what that is going to look like. Those components are inside boxes here, so we won't be able to show that exactly. But this is equipped for that. Down underneath here, you'll have your breakers and fuses. Your furnace is also underneath here, and then a carbon monoxide detector. But as you pan to the right, actually stay down there, babe. And as you pan to the right, this is one of the more premium features you see in here is your central vac system. So, I mean, how many travel trailers have a central vac system alone? And then as we come down to this space here, you also have a central vac system. Now, so many travel trailers alone do not have a central vac system, and I can't think of any that I've seen that have the flip up floor sweep there. So that is really cool. That is going to make it so you never need to have a dustpan. You can just sweep everything to that spot there, flip that up.
And you can use it with your foot.
Yep. So I love that. That is something you typically only see in like $90,000 plus fifth wheels. That's the only things I've ever seen them in. I've never seen them in something in this price range before. Down here, there is no oven. So this is a convection oven microwave combo. USB ports here as well. And then shelving down through here. You're gonna have an outlet here, awning and light controls right there. And then your 2-burner cooktop, your sink, and we showed the storage here. I don't think we showed outlets in the bed area. So let me get back over here real quick because there is an outlet down underneath here. And
that's all, folks.
Yeah, I think that's it. Oh, and the outlet up here. So we did show that one. So those are your 2 outlets, just so you're aware back here. And then finally, you have your bathroom back behind this door. So your toilet is back in this enclosed space. That is a plastic toilet. And it's back behind this door. You have a mirror in here as well. And you have a vent fan in here. Plus you have outlets. You have your tank heater. So there are 12 volt heat pads on all of your water tanks. So in addition to being in the enclosed underbelly, sitting above the insulation where they will stay warm whenever you have your furnace on, you also have an electric heat source with your 12 volt heat pads to keep your water tanks warm as well. Again, a more premium feature that you don't see very often in this price range. And then you have your tank levels controls there and your solar charge controller, monitoring the power from your solar panel going to your battery and your battery's charge. So that is everything in this space. Is definitely very small and confined, but has all of the space you need, you know, to comfortably camp in and get in a comfortable environment if the weather conditions are not great, and giving you a comfortable space to sleep. Now, this is some information about your Curt independent trailer suspension that is on here. So I'll put some of this on the screen so you can take a look at that and definitely can read that if you want to pause the video real quick and take a look at that more in depth and in detail there. But this is a very premium suspension system that you're getting on here. You can see the total equipment value on that alone is almost $2,200 there. And as we step back, I'm going to point out one more thing with all the different features. This spot right here where they point out all the different features that are on this travel trailer. A lot of really cool stuff. We're going to take a look at this as we walk around.
Can we just point out how nice that LED light looks?
Yeah, it's great having that off the back wall here so you can see your space as you're walking into the door. They definitely could have forgot that and left that out, but I'm glad that you have that here so you can see what you're doing in this space. You have your 190 watt solar panel there on the corner of the roof. You can see that. And then this one's going to be equipped for the Lippert retractable ladder here. So that ladder that you can get from Lippert is a retractable ladder, and it will clip into that spot there so you can get up onto the roof. And then as we walk around these sides here, you're going to have a manual stabilizer setup. So there's some pros and cons to the manual stabilizers. The pro is that you get independent control of each stabilizer. So you can see you can control each one independently. You also can hook a drill up to this spot to shoot those up and down a lot quicker than hand cranking them. That's something I was never told as a child. So all of our manual stabilizers we ever had on RVs as a child, I had to hand crank them. You don't have to do that. You can use a drill. The cons obviously are you have to find the equipment to get these up and down every time you want to move them, which can be a little more tedious than just having a switch like you would get with electric stabilizers. So let us know your thoughts. What do you think about having the manual stabilizers? Is that all right with you, or would you have preferred to see something different? And then right here, you're gonna have a spot to store stuff in your sewer storage compartment, or sorry, in your bumper. You can put your sewer hose in that compartment there. And that's what most people use that space for, so that cap can come off there. And then down underneath here, you have your Curt independent suspension. I mean, really beefy suspension down underneath here. Also looks like you have a torsion axle set up there that's gonna give this great clearance off the road. And that is overall with the all-terrain tires from Goodyear going to give you a pretty complete off-road package. Plus, I really like your wheel wells here. These are all metal, so these double as a step as well. So you can step up onto that space. You can see they have the grip tape there. And then that's also going to prevent, if you have a blowout, obviously down underneath here, there's some elements that are exposed there that, you know, could potentially get torn up. But at least everything here is all metal for your wheel well and stuff, so not as much that can get damaged out here. Fully enclosed underbelly, so all your water tanks and water lines sit above that enclosed underbelly there, above the insulation. You have spot to plug in more solar here, and then you can have your black tank flush valve here. So this is where you can hook up a water source to flush out your black tank, which is all the water that's coming out of your toilet. Have an outside water source here, so you can get cold water from that, and then plugs here for the outside of your RV or outlets there. You do have a vent inside, so when you're cooking, you'll have smells that can vent out from that vent, and then your LED light on this side as well. Propane quick connect line down underneath here, so that is going to be for that suburban cooktop that can connect there, which you see in the box here, which is a griddle cooktop. Manual stabilizers up front, spare tire under that front part of the frame there, and then a nice tall storage space in here, and you can see the aluminum framing with this trailer as you look through the storage compartment. You're gonna have more features in here as well, or more components like your shower head. You're going to have your manual crank for your stabilizers, and then you also have your central vac hose and the tables that you can use outside as well. And then as we go to the front, you have your front windshield. You're going to have a rock guard up front here. So this is a metal rock guard. Spot for batteries here. And then kind of interesting, you have one 20-pound propane bottle. Don't see that very often. Usually see at least like two 20-pound propane bottles, but I think this also could fit a 30-pound propane bottle. So a little bit more limited on the propane supply. However, this definitely can last for at least a weekend to a week-long camping trip, depending on how much propane you use. Keep in mind, propane is used for things like your 2-burner stove, used for your water heater, and your furnace. So it really just depends on how often you use those different things. Looks really nice up front though, a really great kind of aggressive look. And then over to this side, no slide outs or anything, and storage space down through here as well, or access to the storage space. Down underneath here, all your black and gray tanks. Actually, you know what? They kind of split it. So this is interesting. This is your galley tank here. So that is going to dump out of this spot here. And then you're gonna have your black and gray tank on the other side as well. I didn't even notice that when we were on the other side. While I'm here though, let me point out that you have your 30 amp plug connection there, and you have your cable satellite connection and your city water connection. So if you're at a campsite where you want to plug into a water source, that is what you can do right here. And then we're gonna walk back around and look at the other side real quick to see if that's a black and a gray tank dumping out of that other side or just a black tank. But give you a look around the outside. Babe, what do you think about how the outside looks?
The decals,
Yeah?
they're so cool.
Yeah, they are cool.
I've been sitting here just looking at each individual one. I feel like they really do a great job of just making it their brand.
Yeah, I mean, just look at that. I mean, they're built-in characters into their decals.
Even just putting this as wooding behind there.
I didn't even notice that. Yeah, it is a wood texture.
That's literally a piece of wood.
And we've been showing this too. I mean, really cool just how you have the mountains here that come along the front end. I mean, just looks really, really neat and really unique. So love that. Glad that you pointed that out as I was walking around. And then as we come back this way, looks like, yeah, that says a wastewater holding tank. So it looks like that's just gonna be your black tank. So then you'll use that black tank flush valve to flush that out there. So a couple different spots where you'll drain your water, which is a little weird on such a small camper. You think they could have made it maybe all run to one spot, but nonetheless, you'll have your 2 different spots there. So that is pretty much everything on this. Not a whole lot to talk about. It's pretty dang cool. And definitely want to know your thoughts, what you think about this RV. So let us know in the comments below. We might be taking this one home because I like it a lot. But
do y'all think we should take this home?
Right? Yeah. But let us know what you think. And maybe you want to tell them where to go?
Make sure to go to www.firmlyunbound.com.
Yep. Go check that out. And until next time,
we'll see you out camping.